It's 2019. Why are we still talking about measles? Measles was nearly wiped out completely in the United States about 20 years ago. But since people have stopped vaccinating their children in many parts of the country, epidemics have been surging. And we're actually seeing some pretty serious outbreaks in the Pacific Northwest right now. So why is this happening? Well, a lot of it has to do with how contagious measles is. And one of the ways that we can see how contagious it is by looking at something called the basic reproduction number, or R0. And this is a value that's assigned to infectious diseases to let us know how many people a single infected person is likely to infect. So, for example, HIV or the flu, they have an R0 value of 2 to 5. That means one infected person will probably infect between 2 to 5 other unprotected people. Measles has an R0 value of 15 to 18. And that is crazy high. Just for comparison, Ebola has an R0 value of 1.5 to 2. And that's because to catch Ebola, you have to have direct contact with the bodily fluids of an infected person. Measles, however, is airborne. And the virus can survive outside of a host for about 2 hours. So one infected person, and in measles, you actually don't really know you're sick for the first few days that you are infectious. So one infected person can be spreading the measles virus all over the place and can be picked up by a lot more people than many other kinds of viruses. But it's not just about the virus itself. The R0 number also has to do with people and how many people an infected person is likely to come into contact with. So these numbers are averages because a city that has a lot of people living close together is probably going to have a higher R0 value for a measles outbreak there than in a rural area where you don't have as many people coming into contact with each other all the time. So R0 values are good for understanding how infectious diseases work, but they're not a magic number. And what's important to remember is that the R0 value is how many people can be infected if they're not already protected against the virus. So vaccination would be a really, really good way to lower that dangerous measles number.